Why on earth do speakers get hired? I mean, think about it. Why would someone hire a motivational speaker or whatever kind of speaker? Why would someone hire anyone, a coach, consultant? Why would someone pay for anything? You get the whole solve a problem thing, but why?
How'd you do that?
I see that success is not something you pursue. It is something you are.
All right, you know you should solve a problem when you're marketing yourself, and this is just business 101. They tell you got to solve a problem, and you got to find the solution to this big problem that your market has. But how do you know what problem you solve as a speaker? Because I've seen a lot of speakers where they say things like, oh, I come in and I can change the organization. And by the time I'm done, I mean, people are just like, they're ready. And oh man, I just change everything in your business. And I've noticed that a lot of speakers think like this. A lot of speakers think they could just come in and they could fix problems that the business has been working on for years. I mean, they've got everybody in the business, thousands of people in the business working on this problem of, hey, let's grow the business, let's do better marketing, let's do all this stuff. And people have been working on this for a long time, and the speaker thinks they can come in there 60 minutes and I solve your problem. So what problem do you actually solve? And that's what we're going to talk about. So imagine you're going to hire a business coach, a consultant, or someone. I mean, you're going to hire somebody to do something for you. I mean, it can be a videographer, someone that you're going to hire. Why would you hire this person? Really think about what's going on inside of your brain. You're thinking, is this person going to rip me off? Is this person good? And you got all these things that are popping up inside of your dome. And I mean, you're wondering, is it going to be worth it? Whatever I pay this person, is it going to be worth it? And that's what people are wondering about you when you're speaking on a stage. Is it going to be worth it? What they're ultimately asking is, how do I find a great speaker? How do I find a great coach? How do I find a great videographer? How do I find a great web designer? They're thinking, how do I find a great whatever to get the job done? And they want to go through this process of, I mean, I don't want to get screwed over, but how do I know this person's good? And when people are looking for a speaker, they're thinking about, okay, the problem that this speaker solves is this speaker is coming in and he's not going to solve our big problem of our business. The speaker is coming in and the problem he's solving is the whole culture-based problem, meaning we're trying to get people in the business, employees in the business, we're trying to get them to have this buy-in. It's called buy-in in the culture in the business world. They say we want people to have this buy-in where they're invested in the business. And the way we do that is we put on events, we make it fun around the office or things like that. So they're trying to create this buy-in, and you come in as a speaker, you come in and you're helping with this buy-in, you're helping with this investment where you want people to get invested in it. So when you come and you do a motivational speech or a sales speech or whatever, they're getting people to understand like, hey, this is all about the experience, and oh, this is a really great company to work for. They put on these events every single year, and oh, we keep improving by learning more about sales, and oh, I get motivated, I get excited when I go to this event. So they're hiring you for that reason. They're not hiring you because they think that your content is going to change everything that they've been working on for years. They're not hiring you for that. And you got to think in terms of, can you convince people that you're the right person to hire? Because remember, they're saying, how do I know this person's great? How do I know this speaker is great? And they just don't want to get screwed. So you got to convince this person. And think about, if you're hiring someone, what would convince you? You're hiring, let's say, a videographer. What would convince you that you are connecting with a great videographer? I mean, someone who's just top notch. What would convince you? Well, if he showed you a video of, hey, I worked with Steven Spielberg and I put this guy to shame. If, hey, I worked with all these people, look at this amazing video. If he shows you all this stuff, you start thinking like, man, this dude's top notch. Let me bring him in. Let me hire this guy. The same goes with you as a speaker, a coach, consultant, whoever. When someone sees the proof, they think, all right, perfect. Let's bring this person in. So when you show them, that's why I keep talking about all this video footage. You got to get videos, testimonials, all that stuff. And listen, if you don't have video footage, if you don't have any of that stuff, you know you should have it, but you don't have it, you got to do something about it. And that's why you seriously need to join, either you need to buy Brand Builder or join the Speak Pro Academy, because that's where I show you how to get all this stuff. Even if you don't have any events, any clients lined up, I show you how to get it all. And if you don't have this, it will be practically impossible for you to get hired. It will literally be impossible, because really think from the standpoint of you trying to hire a speaker or you trying to hire anybody, and they have no proof that what they do actually works. They have no proof that what they say is the truth. So you're not going to hire this person at all. People are looking for reasons not to buy. And this is with everything. When you're trying to get hired as a speaker and you send someone to your website, they're looking for a reason not to hire you and to go with someone else. They're looking for a reason to basically say, oh, let's not go with that guy, let's go with this guy. And what's really happening is they'll watch maybe, I don't know, 10 seconds of your video, just a few seconds of your video, and then they'll say, nah, this person's kind of whack. And then they'll immediately go to someone else. And you can't give them a reason to not buy. And this is with everything, with products, with everything. People will literally look for any reason whatsoever to not buy. And you just got to think, let me not give people tons of reasons. If someone's really looking for a reason, they'll always find a reason. But you got to think, let me not give people tons of reasons. So if your website sucks, if it looks like it was built back in freaking 1700s, if it sucks, then that's the reason why they're not going to hire you. No matter how great you are, they're just not going to hire you. If you don't have video footage, they're not going to hire you. If you don't have testimonials, they're not going to hire you. There are plenty of reasons why they won't hire you. Don't give them a reason. If you're selling products, there are plenty of reasons why people won't buy the products. Don't give them a reason. Just think in terms of you got to understand why people hire you, and then you got to give them proof that you are a great whatever.